What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Showdown Muriel. We have finished the match and obviously they have gone for another Showdown card. It is between Muriel and I believe Damian as well, who actually looks relatively decent. So we're going to do both of them as quickly as possible. I'm just trying to get up his stats so we can kind of have a look whilst we're on full bin. Both coming in, I believe, with an 86 and an 82. Obviously, that is Muriel. To be honest, not that bad. I think Serie A striker Muriel has always been a relatively nice card, very pacey. Obviously, 5'10", not necessarily the shortest player in the world. We've got high, medium, right-footed, 92 pace, good finishing, to be honest, to him. Good balance and agility. Dribbling throughout is quite nice, and especially with the fact that he can get an upgrade against Inter. We then have some decent passing. To be honest, actually looks a very solid player. Unfortunately, no traits, no finesse or outside of the foot. It is just flair with him. So to be fair, I will give it him. So let's jump into the squad. We'll whack and see what sort of chemistry style we want him and see where we go. So with Muriel, we've gone for the Hawk. Obviously, in terms of kind of what you want from him, you want that little bit more shooting, but then also you don't necessarily need to go overboard with it. So I think a hunter or a finisher is just not going to do the job. So getting a bit extra on his physicality is going to do him wonders. Turns him into a 91 rated striker or centre forward, as well as right forward and left forward, which is always fantastic. I feel like he could definitely go probably striker, centre forward. I think Cam, depending on how his animations work out, could be a little bit too much, but I'm interested to see what we can do with him. So let's jump into him and see what he's all about. First touch of Muriel. So let's see what this guy can do. And I remember him way back when, and honestly the pace on him and obviously I don't know, was it Emanike? I think it was Emanike who was just, they run the show, the pace on them. I think it was him and another Colombian, I want to say, that was just absolutely rapid running that Serie A, especially the kind of lower tier kind of gold cards, really quick. So I'm expecting some good things from him. Obviously, that is poor. What's his? It's 4-star, isn't he? 4-star weak foot. Muriel looking down the wing. It's a lovely little pass out wide. And I think the best thing as well with Muriel is he is actually quite well statted, really. That's a stunning pass in, nearly going there with Junior, but he is very well statted. I think across the board, he's coming in quite nice. He's not actually just pace and shooting and that's it. He's got the dribbling, decent amount of passing, especially for an 87, and then also has a little bit of physicality with obviously the Hawk. So I think he is kind of that little bit of a threat in the attack. Obviously then with the chance of going up, I reckon Damian's probably absolutely solid where he is, but then Muriel actually would really benefit. Oh, the speed up lag comes at such a point. We had that absolutely planted, ready to smash that on his left. Oh, that is stunning. How has Muriel missed that? That was a lovely kind of make-up volley. Flicks it up himself, goes for that big boy shot, and it just rocks the post. Pings it in. Oh, and Muriel, that is what you want to see. Equalising it up. Lovely little play from Felipe Anderson. First touch on the pitch, and he manages to get the assist into Muriel's feet, and that is what he can deliver. Realised I played that first half entirely without my custom tactics, and I was wondering why Muriel was kind of really pushing back, and there was no support with him on the wing. Muriel pushing it wide. Looking for him again. Insigne is going to try and just get rid of Cuadrado. Finds it in one. Knocks into the other, but then Kunku's going to do enough to get away from that. Going to try and get it back, but Vinicius is just absolute class. So if we're going into Muriel's overall review, like I said in the Damian one, in terms of value, actually not awful. An 86 and an 82 really isn't that bad. Obviously, there is an inform on both, which is what raises the 82 rated squad, because you're going to be paying about, what, 10 to 15k depending on when you buy them. That is going to be the kind of the value there. But in terms of him as a card, I actually think he's relatively decent. You look at the Hawk added to him, it gives him his pace nearly to maxed out value. The shooting side of him, again, is very high 90s, which is always perfect. We've then got a little bit of kind of like short passing more than anything. Curve and vision, all that nice. Not too fussed about long, because more than likely he's the one doing the running. Free kick accuracy is just an added bonus, really. Dribbling looks fantastic, even without any chem style on him. That looks really nice. And then with the Hawk, you get the 88 strength as well. That for me is absolutely fantastic. I think when I kind of heard Muriel was going to be the Showdown, I weren't too amazed because I feel like, again, there may be some better cards. Again, in terms of this team, I don't think there's really many that I'd actually choose over him. Obviously, I like my Zapata, but he's headliner. But I think in terms of actually looking at the squad, he is probably the better option than anybody, to be fair to him. So I think it is more into where I felt like there was some difference that you could make. But again, looking at them, they've had a lot of specials. So it is just begs the question is you've got to look at the team in a whole and think, who do you want? It's more choice when you go to a Prem team, personally, because you know them all. Everybody plays with a lot of Prem players, or at least they did, and I think Serie A does get missed a little bit. But in terms of striker, you have got quite a few that are going to go up against him, but actually for 150, 140, you're actually looking at a very affordable, very easy card to get. 2.23, bro, not really worth it. Di Natale, probably the best in terms of value, especially at 314. Other than that, Mertens was quite nice, but he was an expensive SBC. Osimhen was free, which is always nice. So, again, there isn't a huge amount of variety. And I think Muriel really kind of sets him up himself there in one of the top spots. So, overall for me, I think in terms of a striker, I'm going to give him a solid flat 9. I do think he's worth it, but I would 100% be doing it with untradeable fodder rather than tradable. So, definitely look at that. Depending on who's going to win, I think Muriel would do more beneficial things with the upgrade. A 1 each would be nice, but I think Muriel with the 2, Darmian could stay at an 87, and I think that would be the kind of better outcome for everybody. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.